What's up, you guys? This is Joseph from the Men of High Value channel, and today we're going to talk about how to focus. If you want to be masculine, there is no other way. You have to learn to focus. Since we're talking about semen retention a lot, let's just review it one more time. When we are in our youth, before we start our puberty, we are feminine. And then we go into puberty with the feminine mindset. And the feminine mindset is to give in or allow pleasure. Give in to pleasure. Which basically means that as feminine beings, we are going to want to be overly sexual, meaning open season, as Napoleon Hill calls it in Think and Grow Rich, instead of only being sexual in the right season or at the right time period of our lives. This femininity spills over into every aspect of our lives. And that femininity includes the topic or the element of distraction, the element of diversification, and the scattering of our focus. If you want to become successful in anything, like Malcolm Gladwell talks about in his book Outliers, you are going to have to devote 10,000 hours to that activity. 10,000 hours. This is what is required for you to become a master at anything. I'm coaching right now a fantastic guy. You got to check out his social media, his YouTube channel. He's called Lou Aista. And the things that we've been able to accomplish together, I'm going to introduce him to you guys very soon on this channel because he's doing like crazy things in his canvas business. And also his social media things is just massively blowing up because of the coaching. But what is cool about the process that we've been going through with him is that he's learned and he's continuing to learn about the concept of focusing and basically becoming obsessed with one thing at a time. What is interesting with his concept right now is that he's quadrupled his business, okay? He has a business, he had like 1,200 in revenues when he started, and it's now the month after, the month that I actually coached him continuously, he basically quadrupled plus the revenues in his business. Like, that was insane. And the only reason why he did that was because he started focusing on doing the work, doing more of the work, and not allowing things to distract him outside of that business. The interesting aspect, though, is that he's still massively distracted. He's got his full-time job working at the shop with his mom, and he's still doing the semen retention journey, and he's trying to build the business, and there's people trying to talk to him at every single opportunity, and there's cute girls at the shop, and you understand, there's tons of distractions and diversification. However, he's making that much money from a business that he just started a few months ago. Imagine how his business will look like if he does 10,000 hours of that business. Exactly. This is the reason why he's only been doing it for a few months. 10,000 hours is basically doing something full-time for 5 years. Full-time. So my point is this. How focused are you in your business? How focused are you in doing that which is required to build a business? Are you spending all of your awake time going to work and going home to sleep? Going to work and going home to sleep? If that is the job, if it's the job that's your work, a job, just over broke, then you're never going to be able to create the exponential growth curve that is going to take you to where you need and want to go. That's why I always talk about lining up a business, setting up a business on the side, and having a job that is conducive to that business. If you don't have a job that's conducive to a side hustle, a side business that eventually within a few months or at least a year or maximum 2 years can replace that job so that you don't have to work that job anymore, then things are not happening fast enough for you. You have to, if you're in that situation, okay, I don't know if you are, but if you are, you need to find another job that allows you to build up a side hustle, a job that just simply covers your expenses and you are able to keep your expenses at a low level for a period of time so that you can build your side business. It is critical that you build a side business, or else you'll never be able to get to the growth, the exponential growth curve that you need. So how do you build that focus? Okay, how do you build it? First of all, you need to get rid of distractions. That's the only way. Getting rid of distractions. This is how you can start focusing. If you have too many things to focus on, nothing's gonna happen. I'm basically talking to myself here, okay? Because I just moved. I had 2.5 months, fantastic 2.5 months, living by myself, focusing on my online business, focusing on this channel, focusing on getting, my actions right and my focus right, and selling and coaching and doing a lot of different things up where I used to live. Now since I got rid of that house, I now live in this Airbnb apartment. It's a great apartment, living with a great roommate who's the host here, and I'm basically taking over for him for a couple of months while he goes on vacation, and meeting awesome people. However, not being in my element, not being in my routine is messing up my focus. And the longer I'm in limbo, the longer I just don't get my focus right, the longer it's going to take for me to continue on that exponential growth curve path that I've set up for myself and that I just need to keep on going with in order to create the results that me and my family deserves. So I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys. Focus is the next step. How do you do it though? How do you do it? Okay, so if we know the 4 levels of leadership, you've got lead yourself, lead your team, okay, so lead your business, lead your women, lead your kids. Okay, if we know that it's those 4, then we always start with number 1, which is lead yourself. Are you leading yourself? And leading yourself means that you are doing semen retention. You're not allowing women, porn, or anything like from the sexual aspect of things to dominate your thinking. This is what dominates men's thinking, but the only way to change that is to get a goal. If you get a goal and you stop ejaculating, then that will help you to focus once you get past the first initial 30 to 40 days. If you haven't gotten past the first 30 and 40 days, you're going to have a hard time focusing at all, ever, okay? You're going to be in the habitual way of diversification and distraction. This is how it works. This is what femininity is. And basically ejaculating all the time, letting go, allowing, submitting to your emotions, which is what femininity is, it's not going to give you the consistency that is needed for you to get on that exponential growth curve that's going to take you to where you want to go. Semen retention is key. Just get it started. Do those 90 days. You'll be amazed of how it's going to help you to focus a lot more in your life, okay? To get rid of that most intense distraction in your life, which is your sperm production and you thinking about women and sex and ejaculating all the time and porn, okay? Get rid of it. Once you're done with that, at least now you can focus on you. You can focus on leading yourself. And on leading yourself after you've taken care of semen retention, phew, get that out of the way. Now you can actually start looking at your energy management, your time management, and your money management. One of the most successful entrepreneurs that I know about in Norway, that I personally know, he was asked the question, which one thing is it that has made the most difference in terms of your professional life? And he said time management. And I've looked at that question and what he answered. I was like, time management? Out of all things, that's the one thing? And I agree with him. Because once you've got time management under control and you are able to schedule things into your day, and we're not talking about scheduling 8 or 10 things or 12 things into your day. We're talking about scheduling one thing, okay? This one thing, I'm going to do this every single day. It's kind of like one of my other clients. He is now committed to doing one phone call every single day to get a new client. And even if he does 2 or 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. He just needs to do one phone call every single day to get a new client. That's going to automatically increase because doing one phone call is just ridiculous. But it's put him on the path. And if he just sticks to that path and focuses on that path, that one thing is going to give him exponential growth eventually, because he's going to notice, well, I can do 5, I can do 10. And suddenly he's doing 10 phone calls, 20 phone calls every single day. It will produce results for him no matter what. It's not possible for it not to produce results for him. Because he's going to get better at sales. He's going to get money flow coming in. Everything changes. So if you understand that point, this is the point of leading yourself first. If you don't get to the point of leading yourself so that you can replace your job, that you've come to a point where you are getting sales in your business and you are providing the service or the products or whatever it is to those people that you're servicing, you can never get to the point of leading others unless you've learned to lead yourself first. And that means semen retention, energy management, time management, and money management. You got to take care of all of those before you're able to start leading other people. Okay? And this is basically where we are at right now with the Men of High Value channel. So you're either in the process of struggling through your semen retention thing and learning as much as you can. Go back through my history of videos. I talk about that a lot, about how you can, commit yourself and get the vision of why semen retention. And the second aspect we've come to right now is those that have gone through the first 90 days of semen retention. They're kind of like, that's not really a big problem anymore. You've come now to the point of energy management, time management, and money management. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in the future. Comment down below if you want to hear more about that. And let me know what you guys think we should be focusing on together as a community and how we can help each other. Because now we're growing, guys. And it's important that we start, interacting with each other and helping each other to get to the next level. Unless you're actually sharing your personal journey in the comment section, nothing is going to happen, okay? I can just regurgitate all of the information that I know and everything that's happening in my life and whatever, but if you guys are not communicating with me and us creating a community, how is that men of high value, okay? I need you guys to comment down below, make sure you like this video, share it with people that you want to bring on this journey. Because this is not a journey just for yourself. This is a collaboration. This is not personal development. This is community development, okay? And we're going to tap into that as soon as freaking possible. This is Joseph Darling from the Men of High Value channel. I'll see you again tomorrow.